Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Inside and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
Bradley kicks to Sullinger. Back to Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Gortat. Evans with the steal. Moving it up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
A shot by Sullinger, wide open. Misses off the left iron. Evans kicks to Fareed. Nobody near Leonard. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got 5 points so far. Getting back to Jennings last season really did start out as one of his best. Not just the improvement, Clark, in accuracy. His turnovers per game were at a career low.
Yeah, that's what we have to watch out for with Jennings. I mean, he's still only 26 years old, Kevin. Now, plenty of time to continue to refine and hone his game. I think his best basketball is in front of him.
Boston again missing. Beverly with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Leonard, no luck.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now here's Bradley. It's a 3-point game. Gortat the pass to Sullinger. And Sullinger missing.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Leonard. And it's denied. Pass to Sullinger. And it's going to be a 3-second call. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Beverly against Jennings. And that's Evans penetrating. Here's Fareed. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Now here's Gortat looking for his first basket still in this one. Bradley kicks to Sullinger.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Right side, Bradley. Feeds it to Gortat. Outside, Jennings. There's a screen by Gortat. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. That's good from Jennings on the assist from Gortat. Jennings has got 5 points so far. And here's Beverly. Fareed outside. It's stolen by Sullinger. On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Leonard. Lets it go with the 3. Jennings can't get it to go. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Clippers. Outside, Leonard. Pass to Cousins. Clock at 6. Leonard attacking. Wiggins with some nice D.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
The pass to Sullinger. It's back to Jennings. Gort's out with the screen for Jennings. Down low. And that one's good by Gortat. Gortat's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Evans dishes to Cousins. They need this one. He takes it up and lays it in. Cousins has got his first 2 points.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop. You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. And for Cousins, those 20, 10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
Boston making some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Gortat. Robert Covington comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Lee's subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Outside Bradley. Sullinger with a screen for Bradley. Back to Lee. Three-pointer. The shot misses. And the Kings going the other way now. Bradley against Beverly. The feed to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Off target from three-point range. Boston trailing. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Back to Bradley. Sullinger is screen on Evans. Bradley passes to Sullinger. Lee goes in, and it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Outside Bradley. Up top Sullinger.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Evans kicks to Leonard.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Lopez a screen. Covington's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And some changes here for the Kings. Nurkic checked in for Cousins. Gordon comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Carter Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Lopez a screen. And Lee with the basket on the end. Assist by Bradley.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And guys, Courtney Lee, now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
Quinn is checked in for Sacramento. Winslow comes in for Leonard. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Talking about Courtney Lee, you know the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting two guards in the league, Kevin. And last year he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have, two great free throw shooting guards lately.
The drive by Lopez. To the middle. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Here's Covington. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Lopez gets it to go. The Kings have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Carter Williams kicks to Nurkic. Back to Carter Williams. Now the dish to O'Quinn. Kicks it out to Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. His three-pointers off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Bradley. Outside Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Sullinger the screen. Augustine against Gordon. Lee outside. Boston needs to get off a shot. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Carter Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. And it's Lee that time on the assist by Augustine.
No time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
Nurkic a screen on Lee. Carter Williams dishes to Winslow. Back to Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. Carter Williams with another miss. To the middle. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
Timeout. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And Greg, how about DJ Augustine on the roller coaster ride last season, beginning in Detroit, ending up in a very credible position with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
And a lot of that was because Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started starting Augustine, and this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
So back to DJ Augustine. It's the middle of last year, and he and Jennings are practically splitting time at the point. Then Jennings goes down with an Achilles injury, and it looks like Augustine will take over full-time duty. Nope, the Pistons trade Augustine to Oklahoma City for Reggie Jackson.
Gordon. Winslow tips it, but no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
You know, one thing about the Augustine Jackson trade last year, it didn't help either the Thunder or the Pistons make the playoffs. It's just so hard to integrate a new player into your system that far into the season, especially when that player is a point guard. So a wild ride for Augustine.
And here's Augustine after the three-pointer from Ben Gordon. Tavares, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Celtics ball. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Ed Davis is checked in for the Celtics. Lee against Carter Williams. Here's Wiggins. Here's Davis. Back to Lee. He feeds it to Augustine. Got it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Boston on top, leading by just 2. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
On the court for Sacramento, Kenneth Faried is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Evans and a 2-guard. Augustine from outside. Last game for the Kings. They picked up the W against Oklahoma City. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Faried excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
Talking about Faried, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level?
Here's Cousins. Goes up off the pick.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Kings?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
So it's the Celtics now. The Kings getting the bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Augustine, no luck.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Pass to Evans. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Three-pointer. And it's Beverly missing. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Wiggins. Sweet little floater. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
And Beverly kicks to Evans. Fareed, a screen on Lee. And it's Evans missing.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And Davis with the basket on the assist by Lee. Davis has got his first points in this one. Augustine against Beverly. Evans kicks to Fareed. To the inside. Cousins.
Celtics foul.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
Gortat's checked in for the Celtics. Avery Bradley comes in for DJ Augustine. Yeah, talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, DeMarcus is working hard to control that temper, and he knows it's important for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
Evans dishes to Cousins. The shot no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Dishes to Bradley. To the paint. 11 feet away. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Gortat's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics. Screen by Fareed. Leonard attacking. Screen by Fareed. Leonard the pass to Fareed. Here's Cousins. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Davis. Robert Covington comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Jennings in for Courtney Lee. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Celtics making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. The Kings have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Evans against Bradley. Here's Fareed. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Jennings with the bucket. Jennings has got 7 points. The Kings trailing. Screen by Cousins. Evans kicks to Fareed. The shot misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Down low. Leonard with the steal. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Cousins. Winslow comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Carter Williams in for Patrick Beverley. The Kings have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Bradley against Carter Williams. He kicks it to Winslow. 6 to shoot. Here's Fareed. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 3 assists in the game.
You know, Kenneth Fareed was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Getting back to Fareed, the numbers through last season tell a very interesting story. His field goal percentage has gone down every year, while his free throw percentage has gone up every year.
Yeah, his rebounds, assists, steals, block numbers have all stayed relatively flat. You know, he's making a positive contribution, but maybe not at the level of that contract extension he signed back in 14.
Wiggins is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Sacramento. Gordon comes in for Tyreke Evans. Bradley dishes to Jennings. Sullinger the screen. Wiggins drives in. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
There's Winslow, and he makes good on the layup.
And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
Seesawing back and forth in the balance this game has been. Neither team giving an inch.
Here's Sullinger.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Kicks it to Nurkic. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Nurkic has got his first points of the night.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Gortat. Nurkic with the block. And the dunk by Winslow.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
There's a screen by Gortat. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
Bradley drives in. Nurkic with the steal.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
They get it back. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Wiggins throws it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
On the wing, Gordon. His three-pointers off the mark.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Here's Carter Williams after the basket by Boston. And it's Winslow that time on the assist from Carter Williams. 9 points here for Justice Winslow. Jennings passes to Bradley. He dishes it to Sullinger. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Nurkic a screen on Jennings. Nurkic setting the pick for Carter Williams. Gordon kicks to O'Quinn. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Carter Williams dishes to Nurkic. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Celtics ball.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Gortat with a screen on Carter Williams. Jennings kicks to Gortat. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Carter Williams. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Boston making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Carter Williams, the pass to O'Quinn. Back to Carter Williams. Down low. Soft touch off the glass. O'Quinn's got his first bucket in this one.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Jennings. He's got 7. Gortat with the screen for Jennings. Gortat wide open. He fires. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Kings lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Well, Wiggins had a nice quarter. He's got 10 points and also a block shot.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Bradley is out there with Jennings. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Sullinger in at the 4 slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Fareed, the fast break opportunity. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Sullinger outside. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 5 assists tonight.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, we can mark those up for him. And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile, great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. That 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards, too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong. He's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league.
And so Bradley nails both of them. Kings leading now by 4. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Screen by Fareed. Leonard attacking. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Now here's Jennings. 7 points in the game. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Sullinger. Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Evans kicks to Cousins. Cannot hit. Good D by Lopez.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to Bradley. Shot clock at 5. It's back to Jennings. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Sacramento leading by 4. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Beverly against Bradley. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. Takes the 13-footer. That's good on the jump shot. Cousins has got 11 points.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And it's Bradley off the drive. And the Kings pushing it up now. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sullinger. Timeout called by the Kings. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Lee's checked in for the Celtics. in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Leonard. They get it back. Evans. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Kings have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. First one falls for them.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Now, here's Bradley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Shot is off. Kings leading now by 8. And Beverly kicks to Fareed. The shot by Evans, nobody around. That doesn't go either for Evans. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Bradley kicks to Covington. To the middle. It's deflected. From deep three-point range. He can't get that one to fall.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Now, here's Beverly. Feeds to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. And rebounded by Covington. Lopez left side. Pass to Covington. Nice ball movement by Boston. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Evans with it. He's picked up by Lee. Screen by Fareed. Lee dishes to Bradley. Finished off the break. Bradley's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The pass to Cousins. Beverly wide open. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Beverly's got his first 3 points of the game. Now here's Bradley. Sullinger outside. Screen by Lee. Lopez, a screen on Fareed. Just 4 to shoot. Covington passes to Sullinger. Unloads from 13. Kings leading now by 9. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. Fareed outside. Now the feed to Leonard. A putback. And Cousins throws it down. And the Kings lead by 11.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Out on the floor for the Celtics. Sacramento also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cousins. Winslow comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Carter Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Augustine. Got a piece of it. Kings leading now by 11. Evans with it. And Jennings picks him up defensively. Nurkic setting the pick for Evans. The dish to Nurkic. Shot is no good.
Well, guys, in the NBA, you learn things by doing them in game-time action. And Andrew Wiggins had plenty of time to learn on the job. He was second in the league in minutes played last season, only behind James Harden.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Screen by Nurkic. Evans outside. Back to Carter Williams. In the corner, Winslow with it. And that is good. Winslow's got 11 points. Celtics trail by 10. Right side, Jennings. He feeds it to Davis. Passes to Gortat. Evans with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Carter Williams has got the ball.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And, Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Davis kicks to Wiggins. Davis setting the pick for Jennings. 5 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Carter Williams kicks to Nurkic. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Marcin Gortat.
That's a forceful finish there. The tomahawk one-hand bang.
It just shows you the strength he has.
And you know what? It wasn't as if the defense wasn't engaged on that possession. It's just a matter of his athletic ability being at another level.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Now here's Jennings. 10 points for him. To the inside. Davis drives in. Jennings with the bucket. Kings leading now by 8. Nurkic is screen on Augustine. Carter Williams dishes to Nurkic. The rebound by the Celtics. Gortat's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute.
Timeout called by the Kings. Hey, guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Kings. Gordon comes in for Tyreek Evans. Carter Williams, the pass to Nurkic.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of them.
Celtics trail by 8. And Augustine kicks to Jennings. Dishes to Davis. Pass to Wiggins. Feeds it to Jennings. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
And Sacramento has possession after the basket by Boston. Here's Winslow. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover. They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
And it's good. 18 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Screen by Nurkic. Kicks to Winslow. Jacks up a 3. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Sacramento. They're up by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Celtics trail by 6. On the floor for Sacramento. We've got Gordon. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in the 3 spot. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Jennings. He kicks to Wiggins. Clock at 4. Davis sets a screen. And it's Wiggins missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
O'Quinn with it. Now defended by Wiggins. The Celtics shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Again, Wiggins missing. Kings leading now by 6. Here's Leonard. Gortat with the block. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Some changes for Sacramento. Kenneth Faried comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for Ben Gordon. And Beverley kicks to Cousins. Shot from 6. Gortat with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gortat. Four on the clock. Pass to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Jennings kicks to Davis. Kicks it out to Jennings. And now the Kings fast break. And here we go. And it's Evans missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Boston again missing. Kings leading now by 6. Cousins with a screen for Leonard. And Beverley kicks to Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. Evans outside. Gortat with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Wiggins. Offensive rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Celtics trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Now Cousins. Back to Evans. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Augustine with the steal. Leonard against Jennings. Wiggins kicks to Jennings. Gortat with the screen for Jennings. To the paint. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Cousins with the bucket. And the Kings lead by 6.
And finally, someone scores.
I tell you what, Greg, it's not been pretty. I'll say that much. These offenses have been really struggling.
Augustine against Evans. There's Jennings with the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline play.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin, did it sink in?
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Gortat. Jared Sullinger comes in for Davis. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Brandon Jennings. And Bradley subbed in for Augustine. Sullinger, the screen. There's the pass to Lee. Sullinger inside. Fareed defending. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Sullinger. Kings have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. The feed to Leonard. Fades back. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Bradley. He dishes it to Sullinger. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Fareed. Fareed's got his 3rd assist on the night. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Just 5 on the clock. And it's Lee penetrating. And he gets it to go.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Now the dish to Leonard. The jump hook. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Lopez, a screen on Fareed. Bradley drives in. Covington lays it up and banks it in.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Evans kicks to Cousins. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Evans dishes to Fareed. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Rebounded by Fareed.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Sacramento making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. Launches a three. Good. 9 points for Tyreke Evans.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Bradley kicks to Lopez. He feeds it to Covington. Bradley, no one around him. The three-pointer off the mark. Kings leading now by 11. Evans kicks to Cousins. Back to Carter Williams. Passes to Fareed. Outside Leonard. Feeds it to Carter Williams. It's tipped. Here's Covington. He's covered by Leonard. Lee passes to Covington. Kicks it out to Bradley. Boston again missing.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You look at DeMarcus Cousins, what a contribution.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Some changes for Boston. Gortat's checked in for Lopez. Wiggins comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Jennings in for Lee. Inside. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Gortat.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Carter Williams with it. Pass to Leonard. Back to Carter Williams. Here's Evans. Tries to save it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Evans. The Celtics shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Jennings kicks to Bradley. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And the three ball is good. Wiggins has got 21 in the game.
A tough fourth quarter for him. 6 attempts with only 1 make to show for it. Tough.
Carter Williams dishes to Leonard. Back to Carter Williams. Clock at 4. Fareed, no good. Celtics trail by 8. Jennings kicks to Bradley. Cousins, the pass to Carter Williams. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
There's a screen by Gortat. Wiggins drives in. He got right to the cup using that screen. Wiggins has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're up by 6. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Sacramento. And it's the Kings with the ball. Back to Leonard. Dishes it to Cousins. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there. 1:22 left in the fourth. Bradley drives in. High post, Gortat. Jennings wide open. Offline with his 3. Kings leading now by 8. Screen by Cousins. Beverly against Bradley. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Outside Leonard. Back to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Evans from the baseline. Good, he hits the jump shot. And now it's a 10-point Sacramento lead. Outside Bradley. Kicks it to Gortat. Nice ball movement by Boston. Sullinger left side. Stolen by Fareed. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Leonard kicks to Cousins. Evans with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Screen by Fareed. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Beverly.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.